What is up, guys? It's TheGreatWall, back at it again with another video. Today we are here with another Make It Work challenge. This one is going to be extremely quick. It's the Mariners. They had the third overall pick in the draft this year, so they're next up. This team is phenomenal. One of the best starting rotations in the game. Bryce Miller's the only downside, and he's 70 with A potential, so they'll drag him along. Great bullpen. Uh, One of the best catchers. Well, actually, probably the best catcher in the league. Decent backups. I mean, we got a good starter everywhere. Shortstop, J.P. Crawford will hit decent against righties. He'll play good enough defense. Randy, he'll hit decent, play good enough defense. Julio's a beast. Victor Robles is going to play great defense, going to be a great base runner, get on base a lot. Leody Taveras is going to probably make an appearance. Dominic Canzone's a great bench bat. He might actually play in one of the lineups as a DH. This team literally needs no help, so I'm just going to sim to the deadline. The only trades I might make is if we need to re-sign players and other players are making too much money to do that. So that being said, yeah, you probably won't see many trades, and we'll just go straight to the deadline. All right, we're at the home run derby. Show me Cal. Eugenio Suarez is here, but not Cal. I didn't even draft because we're 62 and 34. The team is gross. That being said, though, I do have Bryce Miller kind of cooking down there in AAA a little bit. Just wanted him to get better. I mean, this rotation might not even need him, to be honest. He might literally just be a AAA arm until the deadline, and then I might call him up in September or something. I don't know. The team is just phenomenal. Like, we're on fire. Most people are improving. Eugenio's going down. J.P. Crawford's going up. I mean, this team, like I said, this team is just amazing to start with. The fact that they had the third overall pick this year and made it all the way to the ALCS and lost in Game 7, this might be a team that's good for the next decade. But yeah, that being said, I'll see you guys in the playoffs. There's really not much else to stay here for. All right, we finished with a record of 162, which puts us in the number one spot in the AL. Very close, a lot of close. Wow. So there was 6 teams over 100 wins or over 90 wins. The Rangers don't make it in, even though they won 91 games. That is insane. 91 wins doesn't get you in the playoffs. It is wicked. And then, I mean, the NL wasn't bad, but then on the other side you have 85 wins, and then 78 was just out. But that being said, league leaders, Brian Wu innings pitch, Victor Robles, and Cal both went off. Cal number 2. Jordan, what are you doing here, man? Absolutely elite numbers. Wow. Cal had a phenomenal year, though. Hit 304. Didn't catch every day, but that's okay. Did a job. Batting work, Cal was in first with an 8.3. Did he win an MVP in this universe? He did not. Alright. Did Judge win the MVP in this universe? Wow, he did. I mean, 52 home runs. Had a great year. Josh Naylor with a 5.4. J.P. Crawford with a 4.9. Most of that's probably defense. Anybody else? Jorge Polanco with a 2.5, and that's about it. Pitching-wise, I know we had a good amount, hopefully. Brian Wu 3.4. Luis Castillo 3.4. Logan Gilbert 3.1. George Kirby 2.8. They did have Eduard Bazardo starting, which was insane because they like to always mess with the rotations, even when you tell them not to. Andres Munoz with a 1.6 with 47 saves. So yeah, that being said, I'm going to go make sure everything looks fine, and then we'll hop into the playoffs. All right, Brian Wu versus Tariq Skubal, Game 1. Is a loss. Gilbert versus Flaherty, Game 2. Is a W. Kirby versus Olsen, Game 3. Is a W. Castillo versus Skubal to move on. It is a W. We're taking on Kansas City. I'm going to go fix rotation, then we'll hop back in. Alright, Game 1, Wu versus Reagans is a W. Gilbert versus Bubik, Game 2 is a W. Kirby versus Cameron, Game 3, W. Castillo for the sweep. We're moving on to take on the Phillies. Let's go fix rotation one more time and then come right back. Alright, we are in the World Series. Brian Wu versus Zach Wheeler, Game 1. They lost, a big loss. Sanchez versus Gilbert, Game 2. Is a W. George Kirby versus Luzardo, Game 3. is a loss. Castillo versus Wheeler, game 4 is a W. Miller to give us an advantage is a W. We have a chance at winning the World Series in game 6 with our ace on the bump, Mr. Brian Wu. Yeah, let's see if he can get it done. I mean, he realistically should. This team is phenomenal. The lineup doesn't look as good as I thought it would, honestly, but the rotation is so good that it makes up for it. We get one first. They do not answer. Brian Wu just have a day, honestly. Second double play. 1-0, and Brian Wu is just... Oh, there we go. We put up 3 more. Brian Wu might... Oh, he gives up 2. He gives up a third. Alright, and then he gets out of it. So they put up 3. Or we put up 3, they answer. Alright. We put up 1 more for insurance. Brian Wu will go the whole way. Alright, we're hopping in to get the final out. We're up to Brian Wu, 8.2 innings pitched, 3 runs, 10 hits, 8 Ks. I mean, had a hell of a performance. I probably should have pulled him in the 7th when he started getting hit around, but we didn't. I mean, the Phillies won 101 games, so good for them. But let's see if we can just finish this off nice and strong with Brian Wu. Not even get the bullpen involved in this one. Nope, not the spot. Alright, we are 1 strike away from winning it all. Slider to end it. No. Wow, okay, that worked. We are World Series champions in what is probably going to be the shortest video. Actually, I take that back. It's not going to be the shortest video in this series, but this was a 24-minute recording. For reference, just how quick. We didn't have to make any moves besides re-signing some players, just some contract extensions. But yeah, this team, they were already deep in the playoffs, so we knew it was going to be a quick one. Josh Naylor, World Series MVP. Jorge Polanco, playoff MVP. The team just was phenomenal. Yeah, that being said, really didn't have to do much here. So 26 out of 26 is 100%. Which is now better than the Angels, who were at 80.7% with 21 players. So, that being said, this was an extremely short video, but thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.